bright idea to invite her about a half an hour ago. So having some technical difficulties right now, just getting her unmuted. But should be able to do that.
Okay, great. All right. Well, yeah, I guess we'll kick off. We'll just wait for her there. So yeah, so obviously Sisel's thrilled to announce the new reduced shipping rates for Australia and New Zealand distributors. Here she goes. She's entering again. Let's see if we can get her.
Yeah, you know, if you've read any of the emails that I've been sending out, we had a lot of problems with shipping after COVID. It just seemed like there was so much trouble getting good shipping rates down to Australia and New Zealand. Lisa, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Perfect. We got you.
We got you. Welcome.
Kept saying, thank you. Kept telling me to go to my settings and turn it on. So I had to go do that first, but glad you guys asked me. I saw your message and was like, maybe I missed it, but what are you guys talking about here? Shipping.
Yeah. Yep. So we're just talking about everything that's been, you know, rolled out yesterday. So the shipping and the free sign up, and yeah, so we thought we'd recap on all of that today for everyone listening and watching the recording, and get you on the call and and share with us.
Well, I would love to. There's a couple things actually talking about shipping, because I put it up on our Facebook page, but I wanted to talk about getting into your e-wallet. Has anyone tried to do that?
I have not yet.
Okay, so just so you know, right now they're trying to fix that so that when you go and access that, it's just a little glitch. You can get the shipping rates, but you have to use a credit card, or you have to call into customer service, because for some reason that stupid glitch has just made it so you can't, for whatever reason, use that now. But they've been working on it all day, and I'm sure it'll be fixed by next Monday.
Sure. Okay, that's no problem. But if you needed to use your e-wallet, so you could just call customer service?
Yep, that's right. That's the work around that. Just go and they'll help you do it.
Okay.
Other cities had a few calls, so.
Okay, great.
And I've heard a lot of exciting things from it. I mean, people have held their orders.
Yes.
And here's the problem. And if you remember the last call I was on, I said, in fact, let me go in my office and kind of just sit there and get a little bit more stationary. If the last call I was on, I said, do not hold your orders. And one of the reasons why are the Christmas packs. So now people have held, and I get it. They want the shipping, and now the shipping, or now some of the Christmas packs are gone.
Right.
So, which, you know, what do you want? If it were me, I probably would hold my order too, because I don't want to pay that money in shipping. But I have had some people today say, no, can you guys still see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I had a couple people say, these packs are gone. And it's just kind of a double-edged sword there. Do you want to save for the shipping or get the packs? But most of the packs we still have, except for just 2. So, you know, it's just kind of a pick or choose. But there are a couple that we don't have.
Which 2 are sold out, Lisa?
Okay, I just wrote this down. It's the Sisel Seasons, and let me think.
That's the hand soap, and
yes. Okay. And what was the other one? Oh, the cocoa.
The hot chocolate.
Yes, I mean that one was so popular, as you guys saw. But the great thing about that, we're going to get that product in at the end of December. So none of these are you're never going to get them again. You'll get them. You just have to wait a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
When the hot chocolate comes back in December, yet is it still going to be on the Christmas package, or is it just going to be the hot chocolate?
You know, if we still have that swag, I'm sure we'll send it with it. You know, we might as well until they're gone. Right. But I don't know. I hope so. I think it's pretty cute. I don't see why we wouldn't, you know, but it just depends on if we put them together in a kit. Sometimes when it's after Christmas, we just offer it as a new product if we're going to keep it. Now, as you guys saw, the cafe or the cocoa hot chocolate was so popular. It's kind of one of those products we don't even have to ask if we want to keep it on. it's just going to happen. We just loved it. My kids loved it. My grandkids loved it. And that's really the true test of a product, is especially hot chocolate, is how much do the kids love it. My granddaughters had a sleepover last week and they loved it. They also loved, I was saying this on another call, they also loved the new Fire and Ice. So I have this sleepover, my daughter's out of town, and they're like, oh, a new Fire and Ice. So they're loving it. Well, okay, they're up till like 3 a.m. And later I'm like, I'm not testing
because of the caffeine.
Yeah. So not so smart. But
I remember talking to your dad, Tom Sr., about, I said, you got to come up with something beside the mango flavor, Tom. And he said, nope, people love mango. We're going to use mango in everything.
So it was favorite.
Yeah, it's a nice flavor. I love the mango. So what's different for those listening about the new one?
I think that's it, right? I don't think we did any changes.
Yeah,
it's just pineapple flavor.
Yeah,
it's just in my opinion, I like it better than the original.
Sure.
It's one of those products that's been a bestseller since it came out.
Yeah.
Sometimes, okay, on our last call that we did, that was actually a really fun game, kind of spur of the moment, where we were guessing the top products. That kind of was just something I thought, oh, this will be fun to do some guessing. People loved it. They loved putting that in. It'll be fun for us to do for just our market and talk about New Zealand and Australia. But I was telling Tom Jr. about it, and I said, I'm going to go back and kind of do that. And he's like, I didn't even think of that. So he's like, let's do that on one of our calls and just kind of have people put in some different answers. That was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed myself. So I think everybody else did too. But that product is just one of them that just kind of like Brain Vitality. You talk to people about what their favorite products are, maybe, top 3, and Fire and Ice is always in it. We've had it a long time without any change to it. So I think it was time, and I think people are ready. And it's been super popular.
Yeah,
super popular.
Yeah, very popular product. So well, that's exciting. And so they were buzzing around all night, enjoying themselves, no doubt.
Totally up. I'm like, in fact, I had a couple people from Australia send me some messages, and one of them said, what time is it there? And I said, it's 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning. Yeah. So
but I am back on the latte. Some people who are just receiving it. So has anybody here got the latte? And what do you guys think of it? Katie, have you tried it?
No, I haven't tried the latte since its returned. Curt, have you tried it?
I have not. It's on my order list. I just haven't sent it in yet.
But they were really
Carmel.
Great. So I'm going.
Carmel, she tried it. She got it in the last couple of days, and she sent me a message and said, "This is amazing." She says, "I love it." There's one of her customers who's a big coffee drinker. She's inviting to have over. And she says, I'm a big fan of the latte. So it's kind of fun to get feedback now with people who are just kind of getting it. So.
All right.
Fantastic. Great. And so I've got the slide up here. I'm not sure if you can see it, Liesl. This is the actually the promo that was emailed out to everyone with the new shipping rates, which of course you've shared before, but we've also got on this slide here the pounds to kilos conversion, which is really, obviously helpful.
Yes. Love it. I love this. In fact, I should put this up on our Facebook page instead of the one that I put up. I'm glad you've got this up. So
yeah, fantastic. And so you were saying before, really the most popular sized order is about 3.6 kilos or more, but below 4, and 300 PV or more has been the most popular sized order from what you've spoken before.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah. And
go ahead.
I was going to say, so what sort of combination of products are we looking at there? What are the most popular combination of products for orders that you get from Australia, if you can share that, if it's appropriate for me to ask?
Well, it's very different because each person's different. So we have some people, and I won't mention names because some people don't want their own information out there, but we have some distributors, and you would know who they were there in your downline, who have big orders, and they'll do $600 orders as many times as they can. And then we'll have other people who will just do, their auto ship, and then some smaller ones in between. So it just depends. What's in it, again, is kind of just the same things we go over with our top 20 list. People try and be careful, obviously, with the liquids, because they're just, obviously, those are the things that's going to add to the weight in your packages. But with the products, they're still so popular and they work so well that it's just not something that we see the triangle in Australia or New Zealand. The sales there are amazing just because people aren't willing to give those products up. Right. So that and laundry soap are probably our heaviest products, but still James? Some of our.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, sorry, let me just mute her out there.
No, that's fine. It will look good.
Yep. Sorry, go on.
No, but so like I say, those are kind of the heavier ones that would add to someone's package. Now, what I'm seeing and what we'll all kind of start to watch is how people will put together their orders now, because I've heard a couple of distributors saying, I got to work this out so that every time I send an order, it's free. And I
like free.
Exactly. And we were in a meeting and I brought this up that a distributor had said this, and someone said, oh gosh, we don't want that. And it's like, no, we do. That is exactly what we want. That's why we did this. So people could have affordable rates and free shipping if it works for us, and it does. And people want to make sure every order to them comes free shipping. That's amazing. And I love it. And I think our market, as you were, I kind of came on the call. I heard you talking, Curt, about just what happened after COVID. There was some stuff before COVID. And truly, I'm just really excited for our market to have this. And if people can figure out a way to get free shipping every time they have an order, then good on them. That's why we have this package. Now, you won't always have that. And I have had people say, in fact, if you look at our Facebook page, you'll see that someone reached out and just said, so Lisa, if I want to buy, a transfusium, or she said one of the skincare products, does that mean I'm going to be paying $10? Or I can't remember her question. And I came back and said, absolutely, it does. So very cool things. And sometimes if you just need something, or you need to, you've got affordable enough shipping to be able to do that. Instead of saying, I've got to add it to my no shipping. Really, the prices here for shipping make it so if you need a smaller size, it's affordable. If you want to wait and do all your free shipping, that's great too. But as you guys know, as distributors, and you have your customers and stuff, sometimes someone's really excited and they just want it right now. So I think these rates are good for any size order, kind of any weight. But it will be interesting, Katie, like you say, to see the numbers come in after. What is the average like? How are people kind of using this new system? That's going to be super interesting for us to kind of go over and see what those numbers are. And for you guys as leaders too. So that'll tell us a lot more people, how they're using these new rates and in their business. So I'm kind of excited to see the first quarter and how that works, because we did some numbers just the first of this week. Now, November, as you guys have probably heard, was our biggest month ever in Sisel, which is super exciting. I said before, Dad would be so proud. And it's been fun. But for us, we've had some of these things that's kept us like, when will it come? And especially this one. But the first month in December, we are up, and we are like, just like we were before. We're just like killing it, compared to the other markets. And like I said, I know people were holding off, so there is that. But people are excited to be able to do this business and have something that's a positive now, instead of that anchor of negativity that they had to talk about at the end. Someone, it's showing in the numbers already for December. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Lisa, I have a question. Okay. Down in the bottom of the slide, it says to help make shipping costs even more stress-free, they talk about the shipping voucher program. So are you telling me, like, okay, let's say that I'm doing a package, it's 15 pounds and it's 300 PV. So it's $20. But if I do if I do that every month after month after month, at the end of 12 months, I'm going to get my $20 back anyhow.
Absolutely. I knew where you were going with that, because I've had a lot of distributors ask me that too. Hey, do we still get our shipping back? We do. like you say, do that for a year and you still pay zero shipping. In the end, you get it all back to you, which is such a great program in Sisel. And we still have it for us. So we have great rates, but the bit that you do put out there, you'll get it back. So it's great.
Right on. So if somebody places an order for, say, if they place an order for 300 PV and they get it for free, and then they go, oh, I need a couple more products, and they only do a 200 PV order, and they have to pay the $10. It's the accumulation of the 200 and 300 for the month. So they if it was a 200 and a 100, it would still count for that 300 PV, because you need that 300 PV to get the free shipping, right? It's the accumulation.
So we've got to make sure how, this, like I said, when the end of the month comes up, it'll be interesting to see those numbers too, compared to what they were. Because if you saw what Rilla just commented below, what she's changed in shipping, I can't read that, but maybe you guys can read what she just wrote.
Yeah, I can read the bottom. So
yeah.
So it says, as you can see, with your 300 plus PV order weighing up to, I'm going to say 3.6 kilos, we are now able to offer free shipping rates. So purchase and enjoy your favorite Sisel products each month with a no shipping cost option and lower rates for all other options. To help make shipping costs even more stress-free, Sisel's shipping voucher program reimburses you with shipping rebates, and our loyalty rewards program gives you loyalty discounts when you place consecutive monthly orders.
Yeah, perfect. And then Katie, Raola made a comment. Can you read that too? Because she said, sure. My shipping has changed, and I just saw it so quick I wasn't able to read it. Can you or Curt read her comment?
Can you get that, Katie?
Did she get it in the chat?
Yeah, it says my shipping it went down from $77 down to $20. Okay,
I love that.
Yeah, so she's saving $57 on shipping, and of course she'll get that. I'm guessing she'll get that $20 back if she does that. Exactly. If she does an order like that every single month. So it's free. I love free.
Yeah, I love free. Everybody loves free, which is why. Okay, so I'm just going to say this too, because a lot of times it gets very frustrating, and I get that. I'm with you guys on that. When we say we're coming out with this, because we as a council talked about this a couple months ago, and we really wanted to come out with it a couple months ago. So, and I get the frustration. I mean, everybody's wanting to build their business now, and we're ready. So there was a lot of frustration. One of the interesting things, though, was we met on this so many times. And one of our meetings, we were in there, and Tom Jr.'s like, we kind of thrown out, what would free shipping look like? Is it possible? We'd kind of get close to it, but we would never be able to really pull that trigger. And as we sat there talking, it kind of came up again. And when we ran the numbers, we saw that we could offer it, and we wanted to. And I have to say, I'm glad that we didn't rush this, because before we had this chart done, there was no free shipping there. It was still these great rates, but the lowest, I think, was $10, which is awesome. But like I say, once we started throwing that around, I just got so excited for that, because I knew people, would be really excited. And if you noticed on our Facebook page, I said something like, best rates Sisel's ever had. And someone said, really, you think you can beat the rates they had? And they kind of threw out this year, and it was kind of a challenge. Like, I don't think so. And, I said something like, if you're talking free shipping, then yes, we can. And, sometimes distributors, will say stuff out there. And this is a distributor who hasn't been around for a while, but she was like, no way, really. But yes, really. And so these weights sometimes that we have, it's worth it, because to have that little, just, I guess, the same size as all the others, no shipping, is such a big deal for us in our market, that it was worth the wait. And I really appreciate everybody being patient with that, because I know it was super difficult. I got a lot of emails, but now that it's here, it was all worth it. I hope everybody else feels like it was worth it, because the feedback I'm getting and stuff, I think it was.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Lisa, it's amazing that people in Australia and New Zealand can have better shipping rates than we can here in the States. Can we fix it here in the States?
Well, hang on a minute. I think we deserve it.
Exactly. And I get that question a lot. In fact, when we go at corporate and people are like, we need to look at these rates for here and here, because it has opened that dialogue up for other countries and other people who'll see this, and we deserve it. And I mean, we don't want anyone else to not have that too, but it's a question out there. Curt, you're gonna have to work on that with Milo, because we did our duty for Australia and New Zealand, and now we're just going to enjoy that. And you guys have had better shipping than us for a long time, so we can have better than you guys can for a little bit too.
Yeah.
Right on. Right on. Well, I get free shipping anyhow because I do $300 PB a month. So yeah. No problem.
And that's the way to look at it for sure. But like you say, that initial outlay, and for those customers who aren't going to do, that, and there's just so many benefits to it. So good things coming. So
okay, great.
End of a great year, ending it on a high note, in my opinion, with so many cool things to come in the next year. So I see things really growing for us. I'm excited.
This is wonderful.
Well, Lisa, one of the other things that Katie and I want to talk about a little bit tonight was the fact that we have free membership again this month too, till the beginning of the year. So it's a great time to go out there and try and recruit some new people. Tell them that, hey, we have this discounted rate or free rate, whichever, depending, because if somebody's not going to order a full 300, they can still get a discounted rate. And it's a free membership. They can become a distributor and save that extra money by not having to pay the full retail price of the product.
Absolutely. It costs absolutely nothing. We've extended that, which has been, very exciting. And just to kind of give us a little bit of some promotion, we're also starting a very fun win-back campaign. Katie knows the details of that. And it was something we were hoping to kind of get going this fall, but with the delay of our shipping and other things that we kind of had on the table, we'll start that at the first of the year. But lots of cool things just like this, free sign up, but lots of incentives directed just towards our market to get people back who may have left, back who maybe got a little disenchanted, but maybe get excited. And really cool things, just like what's happening here in December. That we're going to start rolling out on a regular basis, just to show people, hey, take a second look, take a third look, whatever look, take a look at us, because, we're here, we're better than ever, and we've got some really cool things for you to come into. So just that's a little teaser for stuff to come, because I love the free signups. We've done it. It's always been super popular at Sisel, and, we get a lot more signups with that. So it's something that the leaders have asked for here and there. We try not to do it too much because it is a special thing, but just for a teaser, like I say, and Katie knows exactly what it is. We've got a lot of cool things like that just right around the bend for our markets too.
So Lisa, you're saying the win back campaign, you said the 1st, so everyone can look out for that on the 1st of Jan. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, I'm saying, okay, when I say the 1st, I'm not saying the number 1.
No, that's right.
1st,
because that's
not January 1st. Because we as a council, we have to say, okay, here's where we are. We kind of haven't been in that realm for the last couple months, and put that out there, and then start getting those. Because the nice thing is we worked on that for a couple months and have a lot of those deliverables ready for us from creative. So once we kind of sit down and say, okay, we're ready to launch, let's get past the first 2 weeks when we're doing, our new call and all our new stuff, starting the weight loss. We don't want to get too mired and there's a million things going on, but just sit down and say, yeah, let's start this then and go through it. So when I say the 1st, I'm talking, we'll get there in January. And
the first month.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, great. And so the other thing is, so the shipping is now with FedEx, and before it was with UPS. So yeah, FedEx is renowned for being a really good worldwide shipper, isn't it? And
absolutely. And we're really excited about that, because if you know anything about FedEx here in the States, in my opinion, they have a better reputation, but they've always been more expensive. So when they came in with rates that made it so that we could kind of do something like this with other concessions, of course, I was thrilled, because like you said, Katie, it really is a name too with FedEx. We haven't had a lot of luck with our shippers many times. So again, this is just a very cool other, addition to our planet, is having FedEx, because it just lends a lot of credibility, and people feeling a little more safer with what they've got coming through. So I love that fact too.
Yeah, fantastic. All right.
Rula just asked if there's a delay in shipping or processing orders right now. Do you know?
I haven't heard that at all. Haven't got a complaint in that at all. No. Is anybody else experiencing that?
I mean, if at least if somebody places, just to let people also know, like on the weekend, so it's Friday night there now for Sisel in the US, and the office is closed. So if an order goes through now, it doesn't get picked up now till Monday. Is that correct?
That's correct. And our Monday is your Tuesday.
Correct.
So people have to kind of factor that in as well. So it might seem like they're delayed. Now, I will say this, as far as especially a week or so ago when the holiday catalog first came out, that was craziness. And the numbers coming in, and our order entry team was absolutely amazing. So Rilla says, yep, placed an order on Friday morning. If she's talking, okay, it's our Friday, but that probably was her Thursday. Probably Rilla with printed only. Okay. Just with how crazy things have been, we've got a couple products back in that they've started to ship again. It's just a really hard month to really gauge what the timeline is now because of the disruption in a good way of the holiday catalog. And if you remember those numbers, we had agents up there put a call down, grab a call. And I hate to say this, but we had hundreds in the queue. It was just such a popular, offering for us. And we know it is. We count on that. You look at our summer catalog too, but our holiday catalog is a little more popular, and we still weren't prepared. And we doubled from where we were last year. So right now I would expect a few delays here and there, a day or two than you normally would have, but I'd say just because of the holiday catalog.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and then on top of it, I just talked to the gal that delivers the mail over here at my house. I just talked to her yesterday, and her postal van was full. It was stacked to the top. She said that she just some days at 10:30 at night, she's not even done with her route yet. And she said she just can't get all the package delivered. So they have to roll that over. This is here in the States, of course. And they have to roll that over, like a Friday, they roll it over onto a Saturday, and she has to go to work on Saturday where normally she does not because of the holiday shift.
That's it. It's the holidays everywhere. So that always factors in. And, USPS always comes out with something that says, if you want a package shipped by Christmas, it's got to be in the first week of December now sometimes because of that delay. So that's probably a good point to make as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. So best, if people wanting really fast shipping would be when Sisel office, place the order just before the Sisel office opens.
Yes.
On the Sunday night, which of course is our Monday evening.
Right. And too, Katie, one thing I'm going to really try and do is kind of let our council know sometimes in advance, I tried to do this with, was it the latte, Katie, or something, and I knew it was going to come like the next day.
Yeah.
And we'd missed out on a few things. And so I sent the councils, an email and just said, this is coming out in the next day. If you want to let everybody know, they have to be there, at this time and place orders to make sure they get it, because, it's really frustrating when everybody hears about all these cool things coming, then they go to place an order and they're gone. We want to make sure that we don't have that for sure. But there are times where I can say, hey guys, this is coming, get ready. And I hope to do more of that so that, everybody's satisfied when the day is done and they can hopefully get the product. So kind of listen to your council members and those that you plug into, because I'll kind of have the inside scoop.
Yeah, fantastic.
Right on.
Well, thank you for getting on the call today, and short notice, it's late there for you, and we really appreciated it. We're excited about this, and this is really, a positive change that everyone's been waiting and hoping for, and I'm sure it's going to work out fantastic.
It will. And I'm glad you guys had me on, but I saw my phone and jumped on. Appreciate you guys having me. I'd have you at any time. So if I can just do one last thing, remember on the 16th, we have Tom Jr. joining us for our last call.
Okay.
For It'll be a fun giveaway, some kind of games like we had before, which I thought were way fun. And Tom kind of give end of the year wrap up message. I might have a few other people from corporate on too. So it'll just be not too long call, but a short and sweet one from everybody at Sisel.
Fantastic. So that's a week from today. A week from today.
Correct.
Next week.
All right.
All right. Great. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks, Curt. And thanks everyone.
Thanks, Sisel, Katie, everyone.
Okay.
And those of you that are listening to the recording, thanks for taking the time to listen. Think about those people that you know that maybe they're, not having such a great time this time of year, because I think it does get to be stressful, and just tell them, hey, it's a perfect time to join before the end of the year. You get that free membership, and maybe a nice cup of hot cocoa might put you in a better mood.
Lisa, just one last question. If somebody's hasn't ordered for 6 months and you reach out to them and their membership is lapsed, do they still get the free sign up, or do they have to pay? Not sure.
I would sign up.
Yeah, free sign up. Yeah, because then they're no longer a member after this. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Great. And if there's any that then they can do host, but I would say for sure it's a free.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Well, thanks everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
See you next week.
Thanks.
Bye, everyone.